dawn breaks, and as you stretch out of your slumber and into the stillness of the pre-dawn hours, you may not be aware that a cosmic ballet has been playing out above your head. You see, my friend, while our Earth spins us from day to night in its soothing rhythm, our celestial companion, the Moon, is about to take center stage in an event so significant that it hasn't happened for decades, and it's due to occur tomorrow night, February 4th, 2025. The Moon holds more sway over us than simply being our nightly lantern. It tugs at our oceans and nudges at our moods. It's been a muse for poets and a milestone for astronauts, but on this eve, its significance takes on an entirely new meaning. Now imagine this. You're standing alone under the vast expanse of the night sky. Darkness surrounds you like a velvet cloak. Above you, glimmering stars punctuate the infinite abyss. The air is crisp with anticipation, and then there she is. Luna herself, brighter and larger than ever before. But wait, this isn't just any full moon. No, Siri Bob, this is an event whispered about by astronomers as they peer into their telescopes. Scribbled about by astrologers onto ancient parchment. Warned about by sages who studied celestial patterns long before we found footprints on its dusty surface. Tomorrow's moon will bring with it changes so profound that they could shift foundations we once considered unshakable. So brace yourself, dear listener, because this isn't some run-of-the-mill lunar phase or routine waxing gibbous. This is an urgent moon warning. So don't go back to sleep just yet, because something extraordinary is stirring in the cosmos. Come along with me as I unfold what lies beneath this major shift coming tomorrow evening, because trust me when I say, it's something you won't want to miss. Listen carefully, because the universe is whispering secrets. Secrets that could change your life in ways you can't even begin to imagine. Tomorrow evening, February 4th, 2025, an extraordinary event is set to occur that will cause a major shift in our lives. Yes, my friend, I'm talking about an unprecedented celestial phenomenon involving our moon. Now, before you dismiss this as just another full moon or lunar eclipse we've witnessed countless times before, let me stop you right there. This isn't something ordinary. It's not something we see every day. It's a rare cosmic spectacle that has the potential to disrupt and reshape everything we thought we knew about the universe and ourselves. Imagine for a moment being an ancient Maya and observing the sky with primitive tools at hand, but with wisdom far beyond their time. They predicted solar eclipses accurately without any high-tech equipment or modern scientific knowledge. Such was their understanding of cosmic events and their implications on Earth and human life. Fast forward to today, we are standing at the precipice of such a momentous occasion once again. We have advanced technology and scientific knowledge far superior than those ancients had access to. Yet, here we are on edge about what's coming tomorrow night. To give you some perspective on how remarkable this occurrence truly is, remember Halley's Comet? That eye-catching celestial body only visible from Earth once every 75 years? That pales in comparison to what's happening tomorrow evening with our moon. And no, it's not just astronomers who should be excited here. This affects us all on a deeply personal level. To consider this. Ever noticed how full moons tend to tug at your emotions more than usual? Ever felt unusually restless during certain lunar phases? You're not alone. These aren't mere coincidences, but subtle influences of lunar activities on human consciousness. If such standard lunar cycles can evoke palpable changes within us, imagine what an event of this magnitude could entail. It's no exaggeration to say that tomorrow's moon incident is set to cause a major shift, not just in the cosmos, but within us too. I'm here to ensure you're ready for it. I want to equip you with knowledge and insight so that instead of being swept away by this cosmic tidal wave, you'll be riding it to you. Tomorrow evening will mark the dawn of a new era, an era where we realize our true potential under the mystic glow of a moon like never before seen. This is your urgent moon warning for February 4th, 2025. Brace yourself for impact and prepare for transformation. The moon, our celestial companion, a silent observer of earthly affairs, and an untapped reservoir of wisdom. It's not just a satellite revolving around our planet, but also a catalyst for colossal shifts in human consciousness. Now, I understand if you're feeling somewhat skeptical. After all, it sounds quite fantastical to think that this distant orb could hold such profound influence over us. But let me share with you the story of Sarah. Sarah was your everyday individual, consumed by her 9-to-5 job, living life on autopilot. She was mostly oblivious to the world outside her immediate environment, until one day she stumbled upon an ancient lunar calendar hidden away in her grandmother's attic. The calendar held predictions based on lunar cycles, which intrigued her enough to dig deeper into its significance. As Sarah began aligning herself with these lunar cycles, she started experiencing remarkable changes in her life. Her creativity flourished like never before. Relationships bloomed. Opportunities seemed to appear out of nowhere, as though magnetically drawn towards her. What Sarah experienced wasn't mere coincidence or placebo effect. It was evidence of an age-old wisdom that dates back millennia, when humans were deeply connected with nature and its astronomical phenomena, specifically the moon and its phases. Now consider this. February 4th, 2025 is slated for a cosmic event unlike any other we've seen in recent history. A unique alignment involving the moon. This isn't just another full moon or eclipse we're talking about here, but something much more potent. Something poised to trigger a massive shift on both personal and societal levels. Imagine waking up one morning, only to find yourself charged with an unexplainable energy. Your mental fog lifted, allowing you clear sight into possibilities hitherto unseen. Your intuition heightened, guiding you towards decisions that lead inevitably towards growth and fulfillment. Much like what happened with Sarah. So my friend, as we approach February 4th, don't just mark it as another day in your calendar. Be ready to embrace this lunar event with open arms and an open heart. Prepare yourself for a journey of transformation that begins within you and ripples outwards, touching every aspect of your life. Remember, the moon isn't just up there in the sky for aesthetic purposes. It's a beacon of change, subtle yet significant. And come February 4th, 2025, under its mystic glow, we'll all be reminded of our true potential waiting to be unleashed. So here's your urgent moon warning. Brace yourself for impact because a major shift is coming. The question now is, are you ready? Listen closely, my friend. This is a critical moment that requires your full attention. You see, when the moon takes center stage on February 4th, 2025, its gravitational pull will not only stir up our ocean tides, but also shake up our inner landscapes. Just as the moon controls the ebb and flow of the sea, it subtly influences our emotions and hidden desires. Picture this. Imagine you're a seasoned sailor navigating through uncharted waters under a full moon's glow. With each wave crashing against your boat, you can feel an intangible force guiding you towards new horizons. That force is akin to what we're about to experience. It's unseen yet profoundly influential. Remember Sarah? She's that introverted lady from down the street who rarely steps out of her comfort zone. Last year, during the lunar phenomenon much like this one, she suddenly found herself signing up for a public speaking class, something she would never have dreamt of doing before. Today, she's confidently addressing crowds and influencing minds with her speeches. And how about Tom? The risk-averse accountant who always played it safe with his financial decisions was hit by this very cosmic wave too. He took a leap of faith and invested in an innovative startup which skyrocketed in value within months, securing him comfortable early retirement. These aren't just random instances. They are examples of how powerful and transformative these lunar events can be. And now think, if people around us could harness such energy to turn their lives around so dramatically, why can't we? You might be wondering exactly how this major shift might influence your life specifically. Well, imagine breaking free from those self-imposed limitations that have been holding you back for far too long now. Think about those dreams you've shoved aside because they seem too ambitious or unrealistic. Understand that when this celestial body shines at its brightest come February 4th, buried aspirations will resurface, suppressed emotions will demand attention, and new pathways will open up. It's a call to awaken your latent potential. So my friend, as the moon swells in size and intensity on that significant night, remember that you too are being called upon to do the same. Grow, expand, unleash your true self. Brace yourself for this major shift because it's not just coming, it's here. And when the dawn of February 5th breaks, may we all find ourselves transformed in ways we had only dared to dream of before. So, my friend, Let's talk about the significance of February 4th, 2025. We're not talking about just any typical full moon. This is something you've never seen before. It's a celestial event that only happens once in a blue moon. Excuse the pun. Let me give you an example to illustrate how this shift can impact your life. Remember the story of Thomas Edison? When he invented the light bulb, it wasn't just a random occurrence or a stroke of luck. It was years and years of trial and error, relentless determination, and constant revisions. But when that breakthrough moment came, that enlightening aha instant, it transformed everything overnight. Now imagine experiencing your own Edison moment, catalyzed by this upcoming lunar event on February 4th. It could be a sudden realization about your purpose in life, or a groundbreaking idea for an invention that could change the world. Consider another practical case, the butterfly effect, a concept from chaos theory illustrating how small causes can have significant effects over time. A tiny shift today might seem insignificant, but could lead to monumental changes down the line. This imminent lunar shift will be like setting off thousands of these minuscule butterfly effects at once throughout every aspect of your life. That unexpected promotion at work, that sudden rekindling of an old friendship, all these seemingly unrelated events are interconnected ripples set in motion by this major cosmic shift. For those who are prepared mentally and spiritually, this transition promises untold opportunities for growth and evolution on all fronts. Personal development, career advancement, even profound shifts in our relationships with others. However, there's also a warning here. Just as not being prepared for Edison's revolutionary invention left many obsolete and struggling to catch up, those who ignore or dismiss this important cosmic event risk being left behind in its wake. Tomorrow's transformative moon isn't something we should passively observe. It's an opportunity to actively engage with, to ride the waves of change rather than be swept away by them. So, my friend, are you ready for this? You have less than 24 hours before this remarkable lunar event graces our skies. The countdown has begun. A new era is on the horizon. Let's embrace it together and make sure we're prepared to seize every bit of potential that comes our way. In the end, remember, every significant change starts with one small step. And tomorrow's moon might just illuminate that first step for you, if you're willing to take it. Now, let me take you on a journey to February 3rd, 2025, the night before the upcoming major lunar event. You're sitting by your window, peering into the vast expanse of the night sky. The moon is almost at its full brilliance, and you can't help but feel an inexplicable pull towards it, like there's something significant about to happen. Imagine this. On one side of our planet, farmers in India are preparing their fields for sowing, following an age-old belief that seeds planted under the full moon yield a more abundant harvest. On another side of Earth, fishermen in Greece are setting sail into deeper waters, as they know from generations that fishes swim closer to the surface during a full moon. But this isn't just any ordinary full moon we're talking about. It's February 4th, 2025. Astrologers across cultures and continents predict a major energy shift because of this unique celestial occurrence. Picture yourself being part of this global anticipation. You're no farmer or fisherman. You might be an entrepreneur eyeing your next business venture. Maybe you're an artist seeking inspiration for your masterpiece. Perhaps you're simply someone looking for a spark to ignite positive change in your life. A powerful example comes from Sarah, who reached out last year. She had been stuck in her corporate job feeling unfulfilled and uninspired until she decided to leverage the energy shift during such a lunar event. Sarah didn't quit her job outrightly, but started exploring her passion for baking slowly alongside work, one small step following what felt right for her under that vibrant moonlight. Today, she runs a successful home-based patisserie serving joy-filled pastries across town. The lunar event was not some magic bullet. Rather, it served as a catalyst propelling Sarah towards aligning with what truly resonated with her heart. And so could be your story too. Remember, this isn't about radical overnight transformations, but about aligning with your intuition, taking that first step towards embracing change. Whether it's starting a new project, pursuing a passion, or making that important decision you've been putting off. February 4th could be your chance to harness this cosmic energy and set in motion the wheels of transformation. As we move closer to this date, let the anticipation build up. Reflect on what changes you want to welcome into your life. And when the moon shines its brightest on February 4th, remember, every significant journey begins with one small step under the moonlight. Why not let it be yours? You might be wondering, why February 4th? What's so special about this specific date? Well, let me tell you a story. It was February 4th, 1962, a date that astrologers around the world had been hyping up for years as a day of profound cosmic energy. This was due to an incredibly rare alignment of planets in our solar system known as the Grand Conjunction. Now, you might not believe in astrology, and that's okay. But what is undeniable is the series of uncanny events that unfolded on that very day. For starters, it marked the beginning of one of the most significant shifts in human history. The Cuban Missile Crisis, which brought the world to a brink of nuclear war. In India, it was on this very day when thousands gathered at Allahabad for Kumbh Mela, a religious gathering so massive it could be seen from space. So now back to our question. Why February 4th, 2025? Well, because, dear friend, just like in 1962, we're about to witness another grand conjunction, but this time with an added lunar twist. A full moon shining its brightest light amidst this planetary alignment. Now, whether or not you're into astrology doesn't really matter here, because astronomy itself suggests a cosmic event of such magnitude can trigger high tides and even sight. But I'm not trying to scare you off your wits here. Instead, I want you to harness this shift, much like sailors who've used tides and moonlight for navigation since ancient times. Use this moment as your beacon towards introspection and self-discovery. Let me share another real-life example with you. Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic chose December's full cold moon for their first passenger spaceflight, showcasing how modern pioneers are still influenced by lunar cycles. My point being, major shifts aren't always cataclysmic. They can be a launchpad for incredible journeys, much like that small step Neil Armstrong took under the moonlight back in 1969. So as February 4th approaches, don't fear this cosmic evento. Embrace it, let the moon illuminate your path forward, and who knows, the journey you begin might just turn out to be your own giant leap for mankind. Remember, every significant journey begins with one small step under the moonlight. Why not let it be yours on February 4th, 2025? You're standing at the precipice of a new era, my friend. The moon's influence is not to be ignored but embraced, especially as we approach this crucial date, February 4th, 2025. A day when our celestial guardian will orchestrate an extraordinary cosmic spectacle that promises to shift the currents of your life in ways you may have only dreamt of. Now, consider for a moment the tremendous impact lunar rhythms have on our planet. From influencing ocean tides to subtly shaping our emotional landscape, she has always been there, silently guiding us through the dark. And now, more than ever before, it's time for us to heed her silent call. This isn't about fear or panic. No, far from it. This is about respect and readiness for the profound changes awaiting us all under her silver glow. It's about recognizing how closely intertwined our fates are with these cosmic cycles, and becoming active participants in harnessing their power. Consider this your personal invitation to join in this universal dance, not as mere spectators but as conscious co-creators with the universe itself. Let me remind you that every significant journey begins with one small step. Let yours be guided by the moonlight on February 4th. Listen carefully now. This isn't like anything else you've heard or read before. What makes this warning different? It's urgent, it's specific, but most importantly, it's empowering. So take a deep breath and imagine standing under an open sky on that fateful night. Bathed in shimmering lunar light, feel its pull. Remember, whether you're witnessing an eclipse or simply marveling at her ethereal beauty on any given night, no encounter with the moon leaves us untouched. So prepare yourself for what lies ahead, because come February 4th, 2025, you'll want to be ready for the moon's grand performance. This is your wake-up call. This must reach you before tomorrow. The choice to embrace these cosmic rhythms and harness their power lies entirely within your hands. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Be brave. Step into the moonlight.